let's talk about power. I mean, power chords, of course. Power chord is just a perfect fifth, which is the second most harmonious interval after an octave. So basically this is consecutive fifth, and as you all know, it is a prohibited move in classical music. Or is it? Let's find out. In classical music, there is a restriction of using consecutive fifths in composition. It was implemented in 14th, 15th century as polyphony have become more developed and more rules of voice movement have been introduced. And composers quickly realized that two voices moving in parallel fifths or octaves are blending so well that these two voices basically becomes one, and it defies the very idea of the polyphony. So composers decided to forbid this movement and basically to encourage other composers to be more creative, to seek for other ways how to get these voices to move together. But I think there's one more interesting thing that kind of helped to develop this prohibition. It is called jazz temperament, or pure intonation, or whatever you call it. See, when singers performing the piece, they're basically gravitating to the pure intervals. But when there is a tempered instrument, it is hard to adjust the intervals on the go. And there you have a very interesting problem. Let's see. Let's take for example this phrase. You all know this. This piano is tuned to just intonation. Let's see. Looks good. Looks good. And then that's parallel fifth, and it sounds awful. So when equal temperament became more and more popular, this rule has started to be more vague. Like Haydn, Chopin, Mozart all started to use this parallel fifth movement in their pieces. So what about the power chords? In the power chord, this fifth is basically just to add more harmonics. So it's basically just one voice, but rich in timbre.